Alright, welcome to the From A to Hack podcast, where we'll be discussing episodes from anime series and having some fun conversation that we'd love for you to join in the comments below. Today we're talking about the first episode of 18 If, which was released 2017 and follows the life of a dude named Haruto and the Dream World. First off, I'd like to say this podcast is not sponsored by any streaming service, and I apologize if I pronounce anything wrong. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so the first episode was called Witch of Thunder. It was, 24 minutes long?
Yeah, it's probably roughly.
Oh, yeah, let me also introduce my co-star, BlackJayce.
Hi.
You may know him from Twitter and Twitch.
Under the same name.
Under the same name, yes. Is there any underscores or anything in your name?
On Twitch, there's an underscore after the Jace, and on Twitter, there's a underscore between Black and Jace.
Okay, and that's spelled BlackJayce.
Yeah, people tell me I spell it wrong, but...
Okay, so to begin the series, I want to say something. Like, when I first looked at it, I thought it was a female on the cover.
Huh.
Do you need to, see a picture?
I didn't pay attention to that.
You didn't pay attention to it? Okay, hold on. I'm going to show you a picture of what the cover looks like. So this is the cover.
Oh. Yeah, I can see how they could be mistaken for a girl.
I thought it was a girl. And I'm so sorry to the artist. And then...
I think you have to apologize for that, because it's very hard to tell, especially, because it's all in red, pink, whatever.
Yeah, it was like a hot pink or something like that.
Yeah, that's very hard to tell. And he's young, so it's really hard to tell in anime between...
It's like one of those traps.
I won't really say trap. Yeah.
If you didn't know what you were getting yourself into and you looked at it at first, it looked like a female to me.
It does.
But, so we start off and we meet the Witch of Thunder, and that's basically how it opens up, and she's about to kill someone.
You notice a dude with a talking crotch. That's the first thing I noticed when the episode started.
I got that here too, yes. I'm like, oh my god, his mouth is on his crotch! But now he's a cake.
He kind of reminds me of the old Jama brothers from what is it? Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. You know, the three little monsters who talk to Chaz? That's who he reminds me of. That's the whole time I was thinking when I saw him.
That was
I'm sure he had eyes for nipples too.
Like, when I was looking at him at first, I was getting a very vibe from one of these dudes from My Hero Academia.
No, your quirk is that you got a talking crotch.
like, no, you never see this dude's mouth. So is he is that where he's coming from? But no, the dude that I'm actually thinking about has these arms that come out, and he's got talking mouths on the arm.
Oh yeah, that dude.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's how I got the vibe from. Okay, his mouth isn't on his face; it's somewhere else. Unfortunately, was that what she turned him into in the first place, or was that the avatar? Because later in the episode, we learn about avatars. Did he choose that avatar?
If someone chose that avatar, they need to have some kind of therapy. So why would you want to talk You know what? I guess there could be use for him.
I suppose there could be use for it.
It'd make for an interesting party trick.
Oh gosh. Where's the sound coming from? That's something okay, so as I'm saying avatars, they're currently in a dream world where there are witches and then there are just people. So, you had something that you wanted to say while we were watching it about how the world reminded you of
Alice in Wonderland. It's yeah.
And
Sword Art Online.
Sword Art
Online. It's just for
yes.
a brief moment when they were doing the whole sword fighting thing. It's it just kind of took on this Sword Art Online vibe.
And the avatar thing, where you could choose what you look like when you went into the game.
Yeah. And
in this world, you can choose what you look like when you go into the world, the dream world. And I'm trying to figure out how it is when you go into dreaming, you can choose your avatar.
Well, I guess because it's the dream world, pretty much you can do pretty much anything.
Well, how do you access the dream world?
That is a very good question. They did not explain that.
Yeah, because it's obviously not the same as just dreaming. It's because this dude, he's much older than a child, and children dream. He's at an age where he should have experienced the dream world before if it was just where people go to dream.
Wasn't what's her name? Yuka, wasn't she in control of everything that was going on?
Yes. She chose where she wanted to be. She chose what she wanted her area to look like and where she wanted to go. And she has these freaking dolls, stuffed animals all over the place. Did you notice that one stuffed animal that just like it didn't look like it was meant to be there?
I didn't pay any attention. I was just looking at how many stuffed animals. It's like, what if they're the children? And children can't recall all the dreams they have. What if they're the children?
There's the children. They're just over there cheering her on, this witch.
Because didn't they eat the one dude? Like,
they did eat the one dude. He got eaten. Okay, but that's at the end of the episode, so we.
That's true.
But no, like there's this one stuffed animal that is like a brown and a tan, like a really light color, and it looked like it was patched together. It didn't look right. It didn't match the way the other animals looked. It was very out of place.
Huh. He didn't stand out to me.
I wish I could bring it up. Let's say, here she is. I see her. And I will most likely, if I can get a chance, I will post photos of what I'm talking about in the video of this podcast. Right there. One of these. Right here. Look at it.
Huh.
That's one of them, and there's another one that's even like worse off than that. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but
what's the main character?
Yeah, that's the main character when he was turned into a little teddy bear, and that was cute. But yeah, that it basically looks like that, where it has these like stick little legs, and it just doesn't look right.
Maybe that person chose to look like that. It's like
no, remember she transforms them into these things. Either she kills them or she transforms them.
I think I'd rather be transformed to be
I
killed.
would rather be transformed and worship her. And her name was what, Yuko?
Yeah, Yuko.
Yuko. Her name was Yuko. The main character's name is Haruto. And Haruto comes across a cat dude named, what was his name? Kanzaki?
I think
Kanzaki?
So. And now that I'm thinking about it, the cat dude kind of reminds me of the cat from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know why it just popped into my head, but there's a cat in Courage the Cowardly Dog that he sort of reminds me of at times. Like when he's all serious and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what he reminds me of.
And, okay, so let's see. We're going on here. I mentioned the whole, like, I'm going down my list of things that I wrote when I was watching it, and that's what I was thinking about it. We've just passed the part about the animal that looks really weird to me. But I also want to talk about the art style.
That's on my list I'm looking at right now. That's
the art style?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for me, the art style looks very amateurish.
No, I think it's like for what it is right now. I think it's decent.
It's decent. I'm not saying it's decent. The animation is great. It's very smooth. The animation is very smooth.
Yeah.
The art style, though, for me, based on like people that I've seen make stuff and draw stuff, even like similar to your art style when you draw anime characters.
That's why I don't draw anime characters anymore.
I didn't say they look bad.
I know.
Say it looked bad, but it looked like it was an amateur, not a professional. You know, not like a studio was making this.
I think for me, like, now that you pointed it out, I think that, you know, it kind of gives it like a little charm, you know, because it doesn't look overly polished, you know.
And I think that might be why you thought that Haruto was the same guy picking on Yuko.
Could be.
Or whatever her actual name was. Was her actual name Yuko? Yeah, I think it was Yuko.
Yeah, it's Yuko.
Yeah, because I guess they called her Witch of Thunder in the actual episode.
In the dream world, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we've got a little girl named Lily. And I put down, is this the love interest? Before she called him brother.
I mean, it still doesn't change anything because we've seen some shit, you know, where they do that.
This is true. This is very true.
They're not actually brother and sister, but they refer to each other that way, so.
Well, like, I know that there's some anime where you fall in love with a sister falls in love with a brother, or a brother falls in love with a sister, or they fall in love with each other. Like, We Cross, for example. It's about a card game where these girls are in control of the card game. It's only girls. They play the card game, and there's a person inside of one of the cards.
Wait, what's the name of it again?
We Cross, Selector.
I feel like I watched that with you.
You probably did. I really enjoyed it. But I wanted to play the game. There's no English version. No English versions of the actual.
The rest of these weeks, just play the Japanese version.
But in the anime, you have a wish. Yeah, you have a wish, and when you get into the card, basically the person that you were playing, like it was the person you were playing with, they fulfill your wish. So the person in your card, they're released into your body, and they fulfill the wish that you wanted. And one of the girls in this anime, she wanted to tell her brother how she felt, but she didn't get to.
I remember that now. I remember the anime now. It's like, yeah.
But he loved her too, and he was like, they were in her body. Her body was in a relationship with him, with the other girl in it, and the other girl was. They're not bad kids. They're not all bad girls.
Wasn't one of the girls like some kind of like actress or some shit? Like,
yes.
Okay,
yes.
I remember what you're talking about now.
Yes. Yeah. It was actually good. I really enjoyed it. And let's see. Where was I?
I know this is a very bright anime too, since we were just talking about the art style.
Yes, yes.
I think that's one of the reasons why it gave me that fucking Alice in Wonderland feel, like some modern take on it anyway.
Yeah, and then like when you're looking outside these little windows of Haruto's room, where it looks like clocks are ticking, that like mechanisms are moving, that also gives the Alice in Wonderland feel, and all those freaking checkered patterns give Alice in Wonderland feel. Then we meet Cat Dude, which is Kanzaki.
Yeah, I didn't.
I'm gonna keep pronouncing it wrong. I know I am. I have it written down here. Kanzaki. Kanzaki. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I apologize. But to me, this doesn't feel like a dream place. This feels like, what is it, LSD? Like you're going on one of those trips.
That could be one way you can look at it.
That's one way to get into the dream world.
You gotta have an acid trip to access.
Yeah. And then Cat Dude's voice and the Witch of Thunder's voice was familiar to me.
Oh
So like BlackJayce was telling me while we were watching, he was saying that if they're a dubbed voice actress or actor for Funimation films that Funimation will put on their app, they're most likely gonna be familiar voices. Mm-hmm. So this is true. Like they were in a lot of things that I've already watched.
Like as the actress for like Yuko is Monica Rail, and she's in everything.
She has said a lot of stuff.
Man, I wish I was in her shoes in a voice acting role, man. It's like
I got a question though. When Haruto touches the little thing floating around, and Cat Dude tells him that if he touches it, that'll send him to the witch's room. Mm-hmm. Okay, why did it take Cat Dude to the witch's room?
Maybe it takes whoever's like, that is a very good question.
Yeah, it's just him that touched it. It was just Haruto. Haruto's the only one that touched it, but Cat Dude went anyway too.
Maybe because he was with them.
Maybe because he was around them or something. I'm trying to figure out why it would take both of them. He didn't touch it, so it's like if you're near to things, it takes you to the witch's room apparently. Of course. How do you get someone that is so angry with the world come into this dream state? Well, apparently you have them go through some trials and tribulations, and then they go into a coma. That's not even a lie. They literally called it the Sleeping Beauty Syndrome, and that's what the witches are stricken with, Sleeping Beauty Syndrome, and it's most likely due to just like the stress out from the outside world. So they go into a coma, and they're now in the dream world permanently, or until they decide to wake up.
So if you get stricken with Sleeping Beauty Syndrome, that's what gives you the powers of a witch in the dream world?
Apparently. Apparently. So like what I'm sitting here trying to figure out is like at one point, okay, she said she had no choice to bind her, but to bind herself so that she can be where she is in control and all that stuff. And like, does that mean the witches choose to become witches in the dream world, or does that mean she just like this like, well,
yeah, they didn't do a very good job.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did she choose to be here? Did she force herself to be in this Sleeping Beauty syndrome? Did she force that upon herself? Did she know that if she did this, she would become this?
And if she did, how did she know? Like, that's why.
How does she know? How does she know? Has she been to the dream world before, and she figured that out by talking to a witch and somehow making it out through one of the blue doors?
To the blue doors. That's another thing that the whole thing with the doors is another thing that gives it. That I keep saying that Alice in Wonderland thing.
You gotta go through this door. You can go through the red door and you come in the dream world and you can't escape until you find the blue door. And the only way to get a blue door is to come across Lily, apparently. Isn't that what Cat Dude said? No, not come across Lily. I think it was to defeat one of the witches.
Yeah, it's to defeat
like,
witch.
So does that mean that you're trapped? And if so, how long had Cat Dude been trapped in there? Has he been defeating witches? Because he seemed like he was terrified of going to the witch.
No, he seemed to know an awfully lot about the dream world.
Yeah, he seemed to know a lot about it.
Because he said he was doing research, and he knew if you died in the dream world,
there's a chance you can die in real life.
So I'm guessing he's not trapped in the game. I mean, I'm calling it a game, but the dream world.
But he knows that you can have an avatar.
Yeah, so...
So, I'm assuming that so, we need to watch more to see how he knows that. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, they'll explain it. It's only 13 episodes.
I feel like this is going to be kind of, rushed. Because
I do, too.
The first episode seemed very rushed because it didn't really explain anything.
And it feels like all this stuff that they just gave us, they just threw stuff at us. We got witches, we got Sleeping Beauty syndrome, we've got Dream World, we've got avatars in the Dream World, and if you've never been there before, you're most likely not going to know how to become an avatar. So we got to learn about the avatars in Dream World. We got to learn more about Lily. We got to learn about this kind of stuff. And what I wrote here is
I'm gonna call this now. I'm gonna bet that Lily is not a real person that's just trapped in the dream world.
What do you think she is?
I just think that
she's like some kind of artificial intelligence.
Could be like just something that exists in the dream. Solely is just.
Why does she call him brother?
I don't know.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
It could be some shit where I don't know, maybe like Haruto had a sister in real life and
just didn't remember her.
But then why would she? I don't know. Huh?
Yeah, like he got silent, thinking like,
it's weird.
Who is Lily? And I'm so scared that we're gonna go through 13 episodes and never actually find out who Lily is. It's just going to always be, Lily's going to need to be there to help rescue me. Lily's going to have to be there to give me the encouragement to do. And then she's going to also be there. She's got to show me what happened to this witch to get her the way she is and why she feels so much, despair and stuff like that. And,
because isn't it, rare for people to see Lily?
Yes. That's what Cat Dude was saying, that it was rare.
That's why I'm assuming that she's something that exists just solely in the dream world, because if she was a regular person, why would it be rare for anyone to see it? And why couldn't the Cat Dude see her when Haruto could obviously see her right there next to him?
So what's special about Haruto though? There's obviously something special about him. He's gonna be this dude. It's gonna be a harem, but
that's obvious.
It's obvious it's gonna be a harem. He's gonna be this dude that's gonna rescue these girls. Most likely gonna make them feel some type of romantic, sweet on him kind of way.
I feel accepted like he did with
I'm expecting there to be some kissing between one of him and these witches, and that'd be how he wakes her up. Sleeping Beauty.
And I hope they don't do that with every witch he comes across.
This with the Witch of Thunder, he romanticized her. I don't know if that's the right word to use.
Didn't he basically just made her feel like she should be accepted, or
yes,
she was accepted?
Yes, but not to her. To her, she felt like he was okay. So he made her feel accepted, but you could see by the way she was blushing and things like that that now she's gonna be sweet on him.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna have a little crush, something on him.
That's a possibility, yeah.
That's like from the mini anime I've watched.
Mini slice of life animation.
Slice of life animes. That tends to happen. Sorry about that. That tends to happen with them. So, I wrote here. Let's see. Cause I asked about who the cat dude's name was. What was his name? Cause I didn't know it. I didn't hear it during the entirety of the episode. It's almost like it was just blended together to something else, and it just escaped my mind. So I had to read the credits for the cast to find out what his name was. And then I had to search it to make sure that the name was matching with the face of who he was. It's probably like he was a professor or something, right? In real life?
Yeah, he's a professor in real life. And that brings me back to the whole avatar things. It's like, why is there a need for avatars in a dream world? It's like, I mean, I guess, because of the dream world, in dreams you can be anything you want to be, really. But I mean, I guess
this dream world, I'm assuming, just like it collides with other people that are in the dream world.
Yeah, that's what I was.
It's not just someone's dream. It's
so it could possibly just hide your identity. So like,
so that you don't
outside the dream world, you're not.
If you do something to this person, it's fine. Also, when did the cat dude tell Haruto where he lived?
Oh yeah, because he told him to come to his lab.
Yeah.
See, that's nothing. That's why I assume that he's not trapped there because, he didn't defeat the witch. Haruto.
But he was waiting on a blue door.
That is true.
He was waiting on a blue door. He was so happy when he saw a blue door, and then they both just left through the blue door.
So that means that if anyone defeats a witch, that means anyone can just leave that blue door.
I'm assuming so. It doesn't matter who actually defeated the witch.
That's where it should be. Like, the person who defeated the witch
should be the one allowed to leave.
Yeah.
How many witches are there? Are there going to be 13 witches? That's all that's in this dream world of 13 witches, and he defeats all of them?
That would make that,
Is there going to be a filler episode?
I hope.
13 episodes! Is there going to be a filler episode?
There should be no fillers in a
Because I feel like there's going to be a filler episode out in the outside world.
Now, see, the only way that should happen is like if they're gonna actually go into detail about what the dream world is, why he's talking to the dude. Well, will it really be considered a filler episode if they do something like that? Because I would look at it more as a filler episode being to have nothing to do with what's really going on.
Like, yeah. I'm assuming that would not be a filler episode, but I'm thinking more of like, they go out and they do something, or they go into the dream world and they do something, and then like it doesn't explain how they get out of the freaking dream world in the next episode.
It's gonna be one of those episodes where everything just slows down and you're not really doing anything but derping.
But what I was gonna say is like, okay, so for the ending, you have anything else you want to talk about for that? Because I think you've written several things down.
Let's see. We pretty much covered the things that I've written down here, so.
Okay, well, what I wrote for the ending here, I'm interested in seeing how this goes. I'm hoping there will be character development.
You just can't have everybody. Okay, how are they gonna do like major character development in just 13 episodes?
That's what I said. I'm concerned. Like I'm so concerned. It's just gonna be Haruto going into the dream world, Lily showing what happened to old witch, and then Haruto doing some sweet guy thing to convince her to wake up.
I just hope they just don't rush every episode they did with the first episode. I mean, to me it felt rushed, and you said it felt rushed to you too. So
it did. Like it threw in questions. And I mean, yeah, that's great. You threw in questions, and now I feel like I've got to watch the rest. I need to know why she's saying brother. Like, I don't know why I keep coming back to that. I need to know why she keeps saying brother. What happens when
everyone refers to someone as brother? They usually want to have a crush on this person and whatnot. And sometimes it's their brother, sometimes it's not. That's
the thing. Sometimes it's the brother. Sometimes it actually is. And I'm not dissing anyone for that.
These are fictional characters. We can diss them all we want to.
Exactly. This is like our little thoughts on here.
What people do, what real people do, like, I don't care. Just like, but I just hope the pacing just gets better. Like, it needs to.
We were introduced to, like, it didn't seem like a lot of characters because it was only Lily, Haruto, Cat Dude, and the witch.
Yeah, Yuko. Yep.
But like, then we got this whole thing about going to Sleeping Beauty syndrome. We've got the witch's problems and why she's got this world. Then we're told that she chooses to stay in this area. So this is what she likes. And like, okay, what's with that? How are you? You just can choose to be here?
So are there other witches more powerful than she is?
That's a good question. Are there any witches more powerful than her?
Because the cat dude, he made it seem like she was strong as she was like really strong. Like he was terrified of her. And then
he died.
Well, to be fair, Haruto got decapitated and his arm cut off.
He got decapitated and just talking. And I'm like, okay, hold on. All week, like, Cat Dude's scared because he's like, if you die here, you're most likely going to die in real life. And, like, he gets eaten. Fine. Dude, like, Haruto gets his arm chopped off and his head chopped off. And he's just sitting there talking with his head chopped off.
So what if you don't actually die in real life? You just never wake up from a coma. You just, like...
You just go into a coma?
Yeah.
And you just assume that you're dead?
I mean... People probably would have. No, I just assume people would assume that you're in. You're in a coma. You just.
But how does that work in the dream world though? Because they said that you can die in the dream world.
Nah.
But Haruto, like, he got his head chopped off. He had his arm chopped off. He wasn't dead.
Well, maybe you just.
And he put himself back together.
Maybe she just didn't kill him. Like I don't know.
Like, is there something she has to do to kill him?
I mean, well, I would assume that she can have the power to actually just straight up kill somebody. Because we saw Cat Dude get eaten, right? They didn't like a bunch of other animals just come and eat him.
Yes. He even mentions that. Yeah, he's like, I feel like I got eaten. You did.
So maybe she has the power to actually say
maybe she's just scaring them.
Yeah.
Maybe she's having fun toying with them, and her powers can keep you alive for how long ever she wants. She could just chop you up in little bitty pieces.
And still,
you're still alive. You're able to see it. You're able to feel all this pain. Like,
but he didn't feel any pain after his head got cut off because he was just like
he was annoyed. It's almost like something woke up inside of him, and like he understood the power that he had. He understood that he was special.
And that's when they pulled that, they pulled the sword online stuff before that because he materializes the sword out of nowhere. It's like,
yeah, he does his arm out and just like a staff. It looked like a staff just gets in his hand and it turns into a sword. And the Witch of Thunder's like, oh yeah, we're playing now.
That's the type of stuff they do in Sword Online where stuff just material. Like, I understand that because they're in a video game, But
this is Dream World, so I guess you can materialize things in the Dream World.
It just felt very Sword Online in that exact moment.
Yeah, because you're in control of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and in most dreams that I have, I'm not really in control of myself. I mean, I can usually change things.
Gotta do more lucid dreaming.
But yeah, okay. Do you have anything else you'd like to say about this?
No.
Any more questions?
No, because we just gotta keep watching this.
Yeah, we gotta see what the next episode will be. The next episode. Episode 2 of the anime. Episode 2 of the podcast, and we'll be doing 2 episodes per week, so there'll be 2 anime episodes.
So what about so we watched this first episode and say this is all we're going to watch. We're going to bring everything to just one episode. How would you
rate it? How would I decide? Like, what would I say that I would recommend?
Yeah, would you
watching
recommend
even
it to
more of it
just based on this first episode?
Based on this first episode, if you like things like
Sword Online.
I wouldn't even say that. Honestly, I would probably say no. I would not recommend it based on this first episode. just because it felt rushed.
Yeah, those are my thoughts exactly.
And I'm afraid that the rest of the season,
12 episodes that we got to watch,
are also going to be rushed. Where you're through there. Like, remember when I was going back because I was trying to figure out the name of this cat?
Yeah.
I was going back through the episode. I was scrolling through it. And, like, I come across the center and we're over there talking to the witch. And I'm like, how long were we sitting here talking to the witch?
Yeah, I kind of, like, lost track of, how long that little talk with her was going on.
It didn't feel as confrontational. I didn't feel stressed out about him. I have nothing, no connection to this dude whatsoever.
The main character?
Yeah, Haruto. I have no connection to Haruto whatsoever.
There's nothing that makes him stand out from other like main characters.
He's so
generic.
Yes, he's so generic dude that comes to the rescue.
He's like white bread,
He's generic dude that comes to the rescue. That's what I was like. He's generic dude that comes to the rescue, and that's what the whole series is just gonna be. Generic dude come to the rescue. Do we learn any more about him in the future? I don't know. But based on just seeing that he's generic dude that comes to the rescue, who is just going to be giving a vision because little Lily's sister is going to put her hand on his head and show him what's stressing the witch out so that he can come to the rescue. That's the whole episode.
Is he going to have any growth as a character?
That's what I'm wondering. Is he going to have any growth? If you're interested in shows like, I guess, Magica. I'm not sure if I said that right. Where they go and they deal with witches. I'm just tell you right now that anime is most likely going to be a lot better than this one. And if you're interested in game ones, like ones based on games.
Video games, yeah, I guess. But then why not? I would say just skip that and just watch the meme anime for Sword Art Online. The game based on.
Well, I say this because if you like going from the regular world into a different world within the anime, not in real life, because when you're in real life, you're going into a different world, like if you're playing a game yourself or if you're watching a movie yourself. But if you like watching anime where someone goes from their everyday life, from their current world, and they go into a whole other world to deal with other stuff, to fight certain battles and stuff like that, then you might enjoy this anime, and I would recommend testing it out.
Yeah, that's a mighty big. That's a mighty big. Yeah.
That's a mighty big recommendation. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it. Because I love anime where you go from the regular world and you just go into another world. Like Sword Art Online is one of my favorite. Yeah. And I know a lot of people might not like that.
Okay. Sword Art Online, that first season, it was like,
it was good. Okay.
But then it's like, I got home one day and then there's Sword Art Online. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Like, because I'm like, they're using guns and stuff. And I was lost. It was like, it just didn't seem like the same anime. So,
I still enjoyed it. So far, I have enjoyed all that they've brought me. I'm not saying they were amazing, but like I said, I enjoyed that whole concept of going from the real world into a fantasy world of some kind.
See what they should have did? They should have like Haruto should have died in real life or something, and and now he has to do all this stuff in the dream world. I think that would have been more interesting, but
like what if he went into a coma, and he's the person that has to come in and basically save
all the witches.
Yeah, stop all the witches. Like he gets put into a coma, and probably because of the witches. Something about the dream world puts him into a coma. But I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll find out if Episode 2 does not appease us in the slightest. We probably will not continue watching the series.
For this one, let's give it to episode. I want to say let's give it to episode 3.
3.
If we just can't, if it keeps up the pace that it has now, and just keeps just throwing a bunch of crap at us at one time, then I'll say we're out.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. So we'll have the 2 episodes next week, episode 2 and episode 3, and we'll see how that goes for us. I would like to say that we are watching the dubbed version, not because we don't watch sub.
I'm gonna say I don't watch sub because I want to actually. I actually want to watch what I'm watching. I don't want to have to read. Like, that takes off my focus. It's like, sure, if my right side of the brain can read while the left side of my brain can watch, then yeah, I will watch sub. But
I prefer dub unless the dub is really bad.
Yeah,
if it's really bad, I will go and I will watch sub. Some anime I only have ever seen in sub. Like I started Sword Art Online in sub, and I couldn't keep up.
Started Attack on Titan in sub too.
I couldn't keep up. I will admit I'm a slow reader. I can read, but I'm a slow reader.
I would just say this: I don't care what it seems like. If I want to read, I just go find someone online to read it. Like, but I want to chill and relax and watch. It's like I don't want to feel like I'm having to do homework while I'm watching anime. It's like haven't did homework in the.
You know what I haven't asked? Is this anime based on a manga?
I don't know.
Yeah, I need to search that. Hold on. I want to know, is this anime based on a manga? Because, like, I will say that I am a fan of manga.
Yeah, I say we should at least give everything, the 3 strike thing. It's like, yeah, I don't want to give up on a first episode for anything.
I don't see it anywhere. Huh. Yeah, I'm cool with that. So we will give it a 3 strikes. 3 is my favorite number, after all.
But I say there should be...
Green is my favorite color.
There should be, like, special occasion. If it's just outright bad, like, on that first... Unless it's made to be bad. But if it's just...
Do you know any anime that's made to be bad? Like, purposely made to be bad?
I don't know.
Because we know there are movies. I don't know about anime movies. But there are... like live action films that are just made to be so bad.
I think we don't have to do that.
Some are just bad. Freaking
I guarantee
Sharknado.
God.
Just made to be bad.
Are we gonna just like also watch a bunch of like
bad
movies and do
podcasts? We're not gonna do that right now. I think that would take a couple 2 hours. A little bit too bad. No, I think we'll stick to the anime for right now. So 3 strikes and you're out. Isn't that like baseball?
Yeah, baseball. You got 3 strikes and you're out. It's like I'm completely fine because if an anime is just gonna throw a bunch of stuff at you at the very beginning without at least trying to sum up some stuff what's going on, I don't feel like
it's worth it.
Yeah, because that is gonna make me feel if those first 3 episodes are rushed like that, I feel like the whole anime is gonna be rushed.
So I feel like they threw so much in there because they want you to question and want to continue watching. I get that. Yeah, I get that, but I think you threw too much at one time.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we have learned, like, I was going to say, why couldn't we have learned about the Sleeping Beauty Syndrome later, but then we wouldn't have figured out how to get out of here with the blue door.
That is true.
Like, that's how you defeat her.
I mean, the reason why I feel it's going to be rushed because it's only 13 episodes. How much can you possibly do
in 13 episodes?
Unless you got everything kind of like fleshed out, you can spread those over, everything over 13 episodes without rushing it. Mm-hmm. But there's a chance it's probably like all the rest of them are going to be the exact same formula of Lily tells them how to, like, they go into the dream world, something happens. Just something with Cat Dude, most likely. He ends up getting into the place with the freaking witch. Lily comes to rescue him. And, well, she doesn't rescue him. She shows him what's the matter with the witch and why she's the way she is.
Yeah,
and
until
bam.
they get to that one episode where, they can't, Lily can't get in touch with him.
Yeah, there'll be that episode,
He has
won't
to
there?
figure out shit on his own then. That's what's going to happen. You watch. There's going to be that episode where they're out and be able to rely
He'll
on
yell,
Lily.
talk to me! I don't know. He might yell, talk to me! Tell me what's wrong!
One of the witches is going to be able to see Lily. You watch. I'm calling
Well, that
it
would
too.
probably, yeah, okay. Make sure you write that down. You calling it. Make sure you put that. I got pencils right over there. And you're putting down, you're calling that one of the witches will be able to see Lily too. Like, I got lots of pens and pencils right over there.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet on that.
But, yep. So, that was 18 If, Witch of Thunder, Episode 1. In dubbed, which you can also watch subbed. No problem with that. You can watch it without subs and not dubbed. No problems with that. We have no qualms. But, we hope you enjoyed the podcast. We hope you follow. We hope you like. We really hope you comment, because we really like talking, if you hadn't noticed. But this was our first podcast for our From A to .hack, where we will be following the Funimation's shows. Sorry, my daughter's looking at me. We'll be following them in order from, well, I wasn't going to say we were going to be starting from A to .hack, but after I searched it from A to Z, .hack is actually first, and 18 If was before all the other A's. So, we'll be doing from A to .hack still. .hack will just be final. So, we'll go through the C's, and even though it's in order like that, we'll be bad. Okay, you can follow us on Twitter, which is at from A to .hack with the number 2 and DOT. Also, you can read some of my already blogs on some videos where I'll be doing films, animated films, on my blog, and we'll do series on the podcast. We'll do series on the podcast. So, yeah, from A to .hack, blogspot. Woohoo! But thanks for listening, and thanks for being here. We appreciate it, and we hope you have a great day.